I am going to be taking one vehicle frame from every single vehicle frame on the tier list that I made from last week. We're gonna reuse these vehicles and keep using them until we don't get a podium position. So I'm gonna focus on vehicles that the comment section had the most problem with on where I ranked. The jet bike, people said should have been way higher. I put it in F tier. I made 3 tier lists back to back to back. People had no problem with the character or wheel tier list, said they were pretty accurate for the most part, but everyone had a problem with the vehicle frame tier list, which makes sense because for that tier list, I didn't have a chart for all the counterparts, so I was just going off feeling and not looking at the stats. Now, the jet bike is first, but then we have 5 more tiers, D, C, B, A, and obviously S tier to pick a vehicle from to show the vehicles I overrated or underrated. The jet bike is one that I seriously felt was one of the hardest vehicles to use in the game. I highly doubt I finished top 3 this race. I'm gonna have to really focus. I just was falling off and having trouble bonking walls everywhere with this thing. I feel like I do best with the vehicles that have a lot of handling, and inside drift makes it hard enough as it is because it's just a whole different feeling than what I'm used to playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I don't have nearly as much inside drift experience. It's totally different than Mario Kart Wii inside drift. There's nothing that's similar about it. It's like a hybrid drift. It almost starts outside, then it changes to inside. That's like the best way I could describe it. This is a pretty good track for it though, I think. We could just keep shaking our controller, I remember, and that's a great way to deal with that section. We are gonna get super horned here. No, we're good, we're good. I'm gonna try to keep my space. Oh, I didn't want that draft. I'm gonna go really wide here. So far, so good. Just gonna land early, ignore the coins, get a drift out. Hopefully I can make this corner. Not a bad first lap, never mind. Right when I said that, I hit a wall. We're still in 3rd place. This is actually going really well. Someone in this room has max VR. Well, there goes my race. And we're gonna try to back. Oh, I just overshot it. Okay, well, I guess we're going forward. But yeah, there's already a Yoshi player way up there. It's probably the max VR player, I'd imagine. I have 1 coin right now. It is very difficult to get coins with inside drift for me. We'll do our best. We're gonna chain this. We're doing okay right now. Never mind. That's pretty much the worst thing that could have happened. And we fell off the eel. We're gonna have to get these coins. 4 coins, new record for me. Now, so far, do I feel like this is a bottom 5 vehicle in the game? I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is very tough to use. I can't think of a vehicle in Mario Kart Wii that feels as tough as this. Okay. I think we're just gonna chain. I don't want to be getting shocked again. I mean, I don't even know if there could be a shock again. This game's confusing with the shock. Sometimes there's 2 in 10 seconds. Okay. We're chaining. Oh, we didn't get the double box. Let's see if I can stay on the eel. There we... Oh, we dodged! Wait! Can he go all the way? This is my chance. Oh my gosh! I got fireballed! And there it goes. 4th place. This vehicle is probably better than it feels. Oh, it looks like the 99999 player left, but I just can't get any grip on it whatsoever. I would have gotten last if I didn't dodge the shock. People also said that I underrated the 300 SL Roadster. Let's see how this goes. Oh, this looks so different with the shading. I feel like this thing usually has sort of a silver look to it, especially on the vehicle selection screen, but it almost looks like a copper/gray matte texture here. Very interesting. Let's see if we can get out in front. By the way, I see Toadette on the City Tripper right behind me. That is a vehicle we will be getting to later. People were saying I underrated that vehicle. So yeah, people were saying I underrated this one by a tier. We'll see how we feel. We have a great start here. Triple bananas in first. I'm gonna go for coins. Something that is just not in my nature. My brain always wants to take the inside lane, but I do know that the coins speed you up like 0.5% per coin, even a little bit more than that. So there's no denying that we gotta get more coins. Gonna drop one back here. It's usually a good spot. And might want to chain actually on this next set right here. I think I'm gonna throw these bananas back because if the boo comes, it will steal my coin now. And looks like we're just gonna have to pull out the green shell. For earning this game, you gotta be very on your toes. Can't get too comfortable. Like right now, I have no defense. I do have probably about a 2 to 3 second lead though, so if I can get to this item box, we're gonna be set. And now we have 10 coins. Nice. Oh, there's a mushroom. Unfortunately, in this game, there's no stars that can pop out of the leaf piles. That was one of my favorite things about Mario Kart Wii. It was very busted. Oh, that didn't work. I was trying to see if I can like get the boost from the half pipe simultaneously with when the blue shell was colliding and see if I can get like a shroomless blue shell dodge. I don't know if that's possible in this game. In Mario Kart Wii, it is technically possible, although very unlikely. You have to get like the perfect scenario for it to happen. But it is technically possible to dodge blue shell shroomless in Mario Kart Wii on 150cc. I'm just gonna be screwed here. Is this gonna hit me in the cannon? How much time am I gonna lose? This is gonna be dreadful. I'm gonna lose like 30 seconds here. Oh my! I don't think I'm finishing top 3 this race. This game is literally, can you dodge the red shell? And then when the answer is no, then you're done. Guess I'll use this boot. Hopefully I get something good. A red shell's not bad. One of the best items in the game. The question is, can I get another shock dodge? I don't know how I got hit. I really wasn't anywhere near that. It just feels like luck if you get hit or not in this game, especially with the bigger vehicles. I also just lost my red shell. I don't know where it went. Just kind of guessing right now what's happening. And we are getting nothing. Nothing. That brings us to the Mach 8. This was the one that everyone had the biggest problem with. So far, I definitely feel like my ratings were accurate to how I felt the first time using the vehicles. So the Mach 8, people were saying I ranked it 2 to 3 tiers too low. People were saying it should have been A tier or S tier in the comments, and I put it in C tier. So this is where I got the most backlash, and I'm really curious to see how this one goes. Also, there's 2 people on City Trippers. I didn't use my item because I was pretty sure I wasn't getting the box. The person went right through the box and didn't get it. Okay, cool. Managed to not get redded. Just gonna play very safe. This vehicle feels much better than the last 2. Like, the last one felt okay. First one was unusable for me. And this one is a clear step up, so I can see more what the comments were talking about already. I'm not gonna lie. This one feels pretty good so far. I'm doing way better. Like, I already had one thing go catastrophically wrong. Just an absolute disaster happened, and I'm still in second place. Like, that speaks volumes. Okay, well, I don't know how I feel about first place just launching themselves into the banana like that. I mean, things are going great for me. We know second place doesn't have a red. We know there's a double item box. And never mind, I'm just getting blue shelled again. This is pretty common when I play this game. I'm usually just getting blued or redded over and over again. The races feel almost the same. I'm in a lot of trouble right now. I'm not going for double box. The banana's gonna be dumped there for sure. I'm just gonna try to keep... I don't know what to do in this game. I just feel like nothing works. Well, it's not over. It's not over. Wait, are we gonna get third? We got blue shelled and comboed and we still got third. I mean, hey, that's a testament to how good this vehicle is. This definitely feels better than C tier. I will admit, I was 100% wrong on the Mach 8. I'm gonna try to bag on this one, especially because how the items follow a certain path. I can like just hit 2 really easily. Oh, we got a mushroom and a red shell. 3 mushrooms would have been ideal, but this is still really good. All right, not the best shortcut, but it'll do the job. Gonna throw this back, of course. And we know we're not gonna have first for very long because next lap we'll have multiple people doing the shortcut. But look at Ghost already stole my item and it was luckily a coin. I'm gonna go wide here and get the coins. Beautiful. I think I managed to grab all 3. And gonna grab this one as well. Now, I'd say after everyone does the shortcut, I'll be in 5th or 6th, but it's okay. I'm gonna chain this banana here. Wow, I don't know what is going on. Nobody went for the shortcut. When does that happen? I cannot believe my eyes. I'm not gonna use any items right now. Wow, that's the worst thing could have happened. I was about to say, I think I might win this race. Now I'm in a lot of trouble. I can easily get comboed really badly. I'm in so much trouble right now. Oh wait, someone just failed shortcut. I'm looking at minimap. Still can easily get comboed. Not in the clear yet. There is a blue shell. It's just, can I reach the finish line in time? We did it. Perfect. This vehicle is so much better than how I ranked it. In fact, more good people have joined. We have plenty of 30 and 20,000 players in this room. What a world of a difference. You guys were definitely right on this one. That was the weirdest Snowland race I've ever played. Normally what happens is one player in the middle will get triple mushrooms, or 3 or 4 players, and they'll do the shortcut, have 2 mushrooms in a top spot, do the shortcut again lap 2, then by then usually the shock happens or something, they can't do it lap 3, but then after you've done the shortcut twice, you pretty much win. So something must have happened to all the players in the middle spots. Like, never really seen Snowland quite like that. I'm gonna use the Quint immediately just to get more speed and then to get my green shell out, because I just know that red shells come really fast when the pack is close. Throwing this back. And I'm doing the same thing. I don't think a ghost is coming this early, and there's a double box coming right here. So far so good. I'm gonna get fire flowered. I'm bringing this back. Actually not that long of a track, and then you want to delay trick this and make sure you hold up so you can get the trick there. It's super important. And then usually want to do a drift main turbo off here, but not as comfortable with the Mach 8, so I'm just gonna play it safe and keep nosediving and hopefully get the trick. Beautiful. This is going extremely well right now, and this is a track that a lot of people don't really like, but I personally have a lot of fun on it. It's grown on me over the years quite a bit. I'm just chaining for a super horn right now. Something that's extremely important when you play this game is you just have to never get comfortable in first. That's one of the biggest lessons I've learned. Okay, I managed to hit me. Oh, I was hoping the red would hit me first. I thought there was a red going for me. I threw my banana back, as you guys saw, and that definitely hit the red, but I thought there was 2 reds. Also, I just jumped over the trick ramp twice. And is this going for me? No, it's not. There's so much happening right now. There's a lot to keep track of. Nice, I'm throwing this. This is horrible. Oh, I must have not had enough speed even with the spin boost to even get the trick. And then what the heck? What was that? The Mach 8 just went over the trick ramp in the most awkward way ever, because this thing has a giant hitbox and I didn't even get the trick. I'm losing so much time. Oh, mistakes were made on this one. Fourth. That's pain. I definitely think this thing is A or B tier and not C tier. So we'll move on to the next one. This is a vehicle that I apparently overrated instead of underrated. Wait a second. Aha. Here it is. The Master Cycle Zero. The stats look fine. The hitbox is a little large, but personally, I thought it was okay. And I put it in B tier. People were saying it should have been a tier or 2 lower. This thing just looks so weird with the roller wheels. It does not look right. All right, so we have some good players in the front snaking it up right now. I'm just gonna try to take the inside lane. Wow. That went incredible. I might actually get this. Oh, no. Yoshi took me out. Let's go this way. Let's get some coins in the air. Oh, never mind. I never go this way, but there's a double box up here. It's actually going really well. I did not get the orange. Yep. There's always something. You can't make even the smallest mistake in this game. And sometimes there's just nothing you can do at all. And I got no box. I'm getting bulleted. I'm in last. And I have 1 coin in last entering lap 3. Pretty much the worst possible New York minute race. This track's extremely slidey. I'm just gonna use the bullet. I really can't be messing around. This track is almost over. It's just like a couple more seconds, just like 2 more turns. It's a super short lap 3. I need a dodge. Okay, you know what? 5th place is actually really solid with this thing, but I will admit the Mach 8 is totally better than this. I would have much preferred to be on the Mach 8 than this thing, so I should probably bump this thing down a tier. Now we have the City Tripper. Let's just compare stats. Okay, so I mean, it has way more acceleration. It has less speed. The weight's a little bit less, but look at the handling. It's quite a bit better, and hitbox I think is so important. I think it's super underrated. I've got hit a million times in this video. Oh, someone joined with 99,900 VR. Just to go back to the hitbox thing though, let's say the vehicle is 20% smaller and that makes you get hit by one less item a race, then you're gonna save 5 seconds a race. And 5 seconds in Mario Kart is like taking the biggest shortcut in the game. So I think that just clearly shows how important hitbox is. Like I said, the red shells, the blue shells in this game, they're astronomically large. They're bigger than any shell in any other Mario Kart game. Like it's stupid looking at how big the blue shell is when it travels on the ground. If you guys have ever paid attention to it when it passes you, it's way bigger than your actual vehicle character combination. So, I mean, the last vehicle is really long and large. The stats are pretty good, but it just felt so unbelievably large that I think that's the reason that I struggled the most with it, more than anything else. All right, so the Max VR player is in first right now. Using Baby Daisy, that's cool. I just don't want to get blued. Gonna make sure I get to this item first. I don't know where to go. I always forget the layout of this one. Is it straight here? Okay, it's straight. Well, the 99999 player is back in first. There could be another blue. This might actually be good for me. I have to go for that box. I am not in first. They must have just slowed down the perfect amount to get me into first place. Like, I went wide on purpose and I still passed, and here I am tricking multiple times and getting no trick. I'm in so much trouble right now. I'm throwing it. Wow. Raced honestly horribly and I still got second. So a very similar feeling to when I used the Mach 8 and I got third and I had like a horrible race also. It's just changing combos. It really takes me a little bit of time to get used to them here. This thing is actually really good. I'm impressed so far. So the Max VR player switched to Birdo Teddy Buggy now. Maybe they switch based on the tracks. That would be pretty cool. I can definitely see certain characters like the babies being better on like the tracks that are slidier, maybe have tougher corners compared to Yoshi or Birdo. I mean, especially if you really highly suspect people are picking that, because you could see what people are voting as you pick your combo. Really interesting. So hopefully I can get a first here. I'd probably gain like 30 points considering there's someone that has Max VR right now, and that player who has Max VR is in the back. We know who they are. They're the light colored Birdo. And I look pretty crazy right now for running this, but I've actually had luck for running this track in the past, so I'm just gonna go for it. I just need to finish top 3 to keep using this combo. This is nice. There's a boost panel. This is equivalent to like a mushroom on the ground. But we are getting blued and we're gonna be in the back now. Well, I guess not. It's just super close and I'm gonna check it back. I don't think I hit anyone. Might get ready here. So far, so good. Are we gonna actually pull this off? Are you kidding? We're gonna beat the Max VR player? Just barely, we did it! This is where the win streak comes to an end. I never do well on this track. It's like one of my worst tracks. What is going on? It better not. Of course. Here we are, Electrodrome. The City Tripper saga continues, which I'm sure many of you are happy about because the City Tripper is by far the best vehicle we've used today. And a lot of people love the City Tripper. It's one of the most popular vehicles we're seeing online nowadays, which was not how I felt when Wave 6 initially came out, or even Wave 4 for that matter, when all the stats got rebalanced. I think this is a good time to talk about 500,000 subscribers. By the time I upload this video, I think I'll hit 500K. It's gonna be very close, but regardless, all I have to say is, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. Like, thank you so much to everyone who supported me along the way, because this is a journey that is happening since like 2010. That's when I started doing YouTube, like uploading regularly. Kind of crazy to say. I know we took a couple years off in the middle there, but it feels incredible to hit this milestone. So thank you so much to everyone. Like, we did it together, and maybe one day we will all hit 1 million. So it's gonna be probably a very long time from now if that happens, but regardless, the last big milestone for a very long time, and could not be more thankful, seriously. I love how I say this and I get just completely decimated. Okay, we have to lock in now. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. What is this game? And just like that, we lost all our points. The last vehicle was one I rated S tier, and as you guys could guess, people were saying I overrated this vehicle. People were saying that the City Tripper is better than this. This should have been A or B tier, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I saw how cool this vehicle looked and I rated it pretty high. It's truly paralyzing what happens to you in this game. It's jaw-dropping. It's honestly just, it's just stuff that would only happen in your nightmares, but it's just another day on the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Nintendo streets. By the way, this baby Daisy is gonna ruin my life. I think they have a bomb in first. Gotta be really careful. Just go wide for the coins. I'm gonna keep my distance. I think they'll throw it back. Yes, yes. That's fine, that's fine. Not bad, we have 6 coins, we're in third. Fourth now, but that's fine. Fifth, okay, we're losing a lot of time. I'll chuck it. Nice! What the heck even hit me? I'm telling you guys, hitbox matters a lot. I stand by that. And hitbox is not measured on the stat screen. If there was a stat for hitbox, I bet people would care about it more. But people, they look at the stats and then they make their opinions on the vehicles based on that, and then they tell you you're wrong. I'm sticking by what I feel on the first two. As for this, I think I overrated this because this doesn't feel as good as the City Tripper. So I do agree on that as well. It still feels pretty good though. Five-second mistake in first, bailed out by shock dodge. The show goes on. The main takeaway I've had after doing this tier list switch up is just how much I miss Mr. Scooty and the Teddy Buggy. A lot of these vehicles feel quite a bit worse. Like this doesn't feel like S tier. It's just a little too big. And acceleration and mini turbo are really important. So gotta prioritize those. Like Bitty Buggy definitely deserves to be S tier, even though it's a little bigger than Mr. Scooty. It feels a little easier not to get yourself in awkward positions with the Bitty Buggy. Sometimes Mr. Scooty, just the shape of it, like you hit a wall in a weird position and you kind of like 90-degree off of it into a different direction and you really pay the price. I feel like that happens less with the Bitty Buggy. I think that's like the only advantage I would say the Bitty Buggy has. I have a little more stability with it, even though the hitbox is bigger. Also, I'm gonna try to hit myself with this. I think I'm gonna actually succeed. Let's find out. Wow, I actually did that right. Amazing, that's probably the greatest thing I've done all video. I managed to commentate an entire monologue and look at the mini-map, chuck the banana forward, dodge the blue shell, and then continue onward. Truly my greatest moment of this video. And then I look back and I get bombed. Cool. Alright, well hopefully there'll be another blue shell and I won't totally regret looking back right there. That bomb came out of nowhere. That was a really good throw, not gonna lie. Oh! Can't get bombed twice. I might get boomeranged here. It's gonna be really close. This is a great item. Second place, let's go. All right, I raced that so much better than Mario Circuit, but I got a worse result. We've gained our VR back from the disconnection, plus 14, a little over 28.6. Rod, I am catching up. You better watch out. This will be fun. I really like this track. I always like to drift off this. I don't know if it's faster, but I can get a purple main turbo if I do that. And hopefully not get hit here. Not bad. I'll just go this way. I feel like the routes are pretty similar. I don't know which one's faster. They feel about the same to me. And we're gonna chain hope to get a super horn, of course. And probably get a purple main turbo here. Not bad, not bad. I'm not gonna chain because then I'll have banana first slot and I'll pretty much pull a coin guaranteed. I'm not gonna be able to throw my banana into anything right there, but it's okay, we're still in a good spot. And we actually pulled the banana from our second item, which is incredible. Just gonna pull out my second defense, and we're gonna chain it. And get the banana out. Wow, I'm just barely surviving here. There's so many threats coming my way. I have 9 coins, we're in first. We've tanked a blue shell. This race is going phenomenal. Squeeze out another main turbo here. Not bad, not bad. Just go wide, get my 10th coin. I look at the minimap just for a brief moment, I hit a wall, terrible. It's hard, it's really hard to look at the minimap and drive. Also, I don't know why I didn't get a trick there. That was weird. Maybe I didn't have enough speed. Not set up the best right now. I can easily get a ghost, lose my green, and then just have a coin. Yeah, there it is. I literally called it. So we're gonna chain. Okay, I think we got this one. We have a massive breakaway. You know what it is? People struggle with this. This is one of the hardest tracks in the game. So if you just drive well and don't make any big mistakes, then you could break away against pretty good players, people with 20,000. Yes, I haven't played this track in so long. One of my favorite tracks in the game. Also, a common question I was getting, 2 of them actually, after I finished the character tier list. Number 1, am I doing a track tier list? And number 2, am I doing a glider tier list? Now, obviously gliders do matter, but they matter considerably less than the other 3 combo pieces. So, glider tier list, probably not. However, character tier list, vehicle tier list, yeah. We're gonna do, wait, did I say character and vehicle? I meant track tier list. I literally am just flubbing everything and I can't talk right now. Classic Mario Kart 8 Deluxe video. Can't commentate, can't race, can't multitask. We are somehow in first. Anyway, I don't know when it'll release, but I do want to do some sort of track tier list because there's 96 tracks and everyone has different opinions. It's a lot different than doing the other tier list where it's pretty obvious, like, you know what the best things are, you know what the worst things are. If you disagree, you're just wrong. For tracks, you could put any track first. You could put Excite Bike Arena first, and you could put DK Summit last, and it's not wrong. It's just your opinion. So that'll be a fun one to make. I'm excited. Also, yes, Excite Bike Arena will be F tier. Just warning you guys in advance. I know some people, like, it's your favorite track. It's not my least favorite track, but it is bottom 3. I think you guys do know what my least favorite track is. The only reason I complain about Excite Bike Arena the most is because it gets picked so much. It gets picked almost more than any track in the game, and it's one of my least favorites. So it makes me dislike it even more. What is happening? I can't even drive. The stupidest things are happening to me right now. I'm just gonna break a lot. I'm gonna get super horned if I don't. I'm okay getting 3rd. Yeah, 3rd is fine. Yoshi, 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 Baby, Daisy, Villager, Yoshi, Luigi. Mostly Yoshis. And you know what? We did rank Villager and we ranked Luigi very high on the tier list. We put them in We put them in A tier, but I'm pretty sure I put Baby Daisy in like C tier or something. And some people were saying I underrated Baby Peach and Baby Daisy, which they're potentially right. I mean, we saw that Japanese player with Max VR, who was the best player we played against today, use Baby Daisy for a race. So definitely underrated a few characters, I would say. Can I get up here? The answer is no. Instead, I will fire a million of these and then use my mushroom because I have no speed. So, I mean, it's kind of funny because I think I've played more races with this combo than I have with the rest of them combined. Like, we've just continually got good placements. It's so weird. And this was the one I put in S tier, so it feels very validating even if I did overrate it. I guess like one point of consideration could be that some people are just better at certain combos than others, and the tier list could be just based on your own personal feel with the vehicle. Like for me, like I can't put any of the inside drift vehicles in S tier, but maybe someone who's better with inside drift than outside drift would feel like the inside drift ones are all S tier, or at least half of them are S tier. I'm in a lot of trouble right now. This video might be coming to an end if we don't finish top 3, of course. My box got stolen. I will get the purple here. And I'm still in 4th, and I'm gonna get a double here. So we're actually doing okay. This is not a good pull. I literally backed 8 fire flowers. It did nothing. This is it, guys. This is the end. No! What? I'm getting blued in 5th. Are you? This is so stupid.